Back to the action we go. Turkey, Portugal. 20 seconds in, it's a 2-1 lead for the Portuguese. Both teams coming off a loss earlier, trying to get the job done here. Now, a second loss wouldn't quite mean elimination yet on the women's side of things, as they line up in 5-team pools instead of 3-team pools on the men's side of things. But it's still a dangerous situation to be in, so they need a dub. Both of these squads. Turkey tied things up at 2. Portugal pick and roll perfection. Great play. Finished up underneath the basket by Da Costa. Whistle on the floor, Portugal foul. Big shot from the outside. 5-2 lead now for Portugal as Espinosa unloads the snipe. Turkey trying to answer. Left long. Difficult shot attempt for Da Costa. Turkey take over. Güner. Give and go action. And it's rifled at the rim. Good defensive stance there by Portugal. And then, well, Ferreira can't hit it. Güner also stopped, but with a foul this time. Go to the free throw line. Espinosa gets due to the ball, but can't kick it to Ferreira. Good idea, but not a great pass. Ferreira will take a seat, as will Güner for the Turks. Whistle on the floor. That is Turkey's first foul. Offensive on the screen. Da Costa has it. Marinho on the move. Spins into a shot. Beautiful take by Marinho. No answer for Turkey on that drive. You got it back outside. Ferreira front irons it. Marinho saves it, but it goes out of bounds. Portugal's got this game in hand early. A 6-3 lead. Of course, a lot of time left on the clock. A lot of pick and pop for Ferreira, who fakes this time, drives in for an easy layup. Got Güner out of her shoes. Güner now with all that height advantage. She'll pop up midi. Ferreira too much to handle down there. Me bounds. And misses. Daya to Güner. Kicks it from the corner. Piece is offline. Back to the Portuguese. Da Costa pops up for 2. Big bucket. Gunnar with the foul. The shot doesn't go. But at least a trip to the free throw line for Sernas, never mind, for Ilida Gunnar. The size for the Turks inside. The 26-year-old will have a freebie as we get out of this TV timeout in a game that's been dominated by Portugal early. Da Costa with that last two-piece has got him up to a big lead. Potentially a chance to climb back in this for Turkey, who have not managed to stop Portugal so far, or at least not often. Gunnar can't make it. Rebound goes to Portugal. A wide open two-piece, no. Offensive rebound, Marinho, no. But another offensive board going Portugal's way. They have scrapped for these. And now a step back. And another offensive board. Quick kick down, great find. And, you know, Portugal just working on those offensive rebounding stats. It's all good. Score inside for Turkey to follow. Yaya with a bucket there. Couple of open looks now missed by Pinoza. So shots go down. This game gets out of hand quickly. That is not a great look. Yaya ended his shot clock, but it was touched, so it will remain. Actually, never mind. It'll be a fresh 12 for Portugal to work with. Gunnar moving some furniture down there. Big chicken wing, and she'll get Turkey to her 5th point. High post look now for the Portuguese. Da Costa takes it herself, hangs, can't hit, is fouled on the play, however. It'll be a free throw for Marcia da Costa. That one goes. 6-point lead again as we approach the halfway mark. Screening game now for Turkey. Yaya on the move. Yaya stops, pops, mid-range, no. Gunnar can't squeeze it. It is out of bounds. Portugal will get the rock. And they've been the sharper squad to start things out here. Pinoza, that is a scoop layup. Beautiful bucket. Turkey clear it. Try to get going towards the basket. That will help. Cheeto chips in. Espinosa. Ferreira has not knocked one down yet, but why not now? They continue to run that pick and pop play for her, and it finally drops. It leads to a large lead for Portugal, 14-6. And Ferreira this time inside the paint. Yaya dancing with Ferreira. He'll pop a midi. Espinosa drains one again. Portugal are lit. Espinosa, heat check, just off the mark. Cheeto to the stripe. Turkey are facing a large deficit and are looking to climb back in this thing. Offense has been a struggle. Cheeto. Free throws help. But Portugal very close to that 21-point mark, especially after that. Another two-piece combo for the Portuguese. They are hotter than piri-piri chicken right now. Cheeto will chip in. Two-piece for Turkey, but it's still a 10-point game. This could end it. Marinho does it. High arcing two ball. And that is all she wrote. Portugal run away with this one, 21-9. Backed by a hot shooting performance. They kept pouring it on. They end the game early. And they take this one and move to a 1-1 record in the pool. Turkey are left at 0-2. Good game by the Portuguese. As that leaves us a 10-minute break here before we start women's Pool B action back up with Slovakia and Slovenia. Stay with us. Slovakian women come in 0-1 after a 20-15 loss to Hungary. Not a bad showing from them. They just weren't able to contain Vivi Burundi. But they want to get in the winning column as they take on Slovenia. Slovenian women beat Serbia 21-15. A huge game from Eva Lisek. 8 points for her. Zala Friskovic with 7. Combined for 15 out of 21. That's quick maths. Home team, Slovakia, looking to get anything going right now. 2 losses. I mean, doesn't spell the end of your campaign, but it is close to it. And they do not want that, as both these teams want to get into the winning column, into the Europe Cup. Again, women's teams playing pools of 5. Women's Pool B, so far led by Hungary with a couple of wins. Slovenia could join them on a dub here. Top 2 teams out of the pool move on into the knockout games with the Europe Cup on the line. You win that game, you're in. You go to Antwerp in September. Neither team has been there in recent years, if ever. Actually, both teams have been there in the past. Never mind. But it's been a minute, and they want to get back. Slovakia plays in the whites. They start off with the rock. They go down to the paint right away. They fade her off the glass. Won't go. A bump and a bucket down low. Big score for Slovenia. It's Lisek getting it started, the leading scorer in that first game. All that size inside. She'll get a chance at a 2-point play from the free throw strike. Saw some good things out of Slovenia, with Svjanovic coming through with a couple of clutch buckets, speeding to the rack. Of course, Lisek inside, and Friskovic as well. Haven't seen much out of Breseli. We'll see how she does here. Foul this time sends Slovakia to the stripe. Kozakova with the miss inside is hit on the arm. And she'll get Slovakia in the scoring column. Quick corner to transition take. Inverse pick and roll back down into the paint, give and go action. Another foul on the Slovenian women. And another trip to the stripe here. Uzovichova. "22 years old. Will tie things at 2. Ball screen action now, midi pull up. And another foul. And another trip to the free throw stripe. Spela Brescelli here will get a chance to put her team up 1. She does that. A minute in, 5 points, 4 fouls, and a turnover this time around. Lisek shares it. High arcing two-pointer, no good. Baseline take. A couple of strong dribbles and a make inside. Friskovic getting back to it. Slovenia take an early lead. No answer yet for Slovakia. A couple of me-bounds and then Slovenia take over. Lisek, you know where that's going. Good footwork. Disjointed possession there by Slovakia. They turn it over. Lisek has her hands all over that rock again. She will take a seat, but she's been the catalyst early in this game. Open two-piece, no one home. And finished up. Zala again. Both teams with a similar strategy here go into the paint and see what happens. Slovenia's approach has worked a little bit better. Quick cross, lost to Wilson, fade, no, away from the mid-range, no. Lisa can shoot twos as well? Okay. Just off the mark, foul and a rebound. Gotta love the Europe Cup qualifiers. A lot of new names, a lot of new faces every year. Lisek uncontested too. It's the back of the rim. She has it back on the move. Almost lost it midi. Pull up is good. Man, Eva Lisek showing out the full package here. Deep in her bag. Attempting some twos, midi pull up, shooting in the paint as well. Slovakia struggle to put points on the board as they've started to miss almost every shot. 7-2 game. Slovenia have it again. Quick drive, big bucket. Stojanovic take that and a foul. Slovenia continued to pour it on. It's 9-2 early in the game. Slovakia are left searching for answers that might help. Never mind. Rebound sails out of bounds, and the momentum fully with the Slovenian women. Bumping a bucket again. Vriskovic comes through, charges into the paint, and will get a chance at another two-point play from the free throw stripe. Fifth foul on Slovakia, who have not been able to stop this Slovenian team at all. Better be careful. This might start getting ugly if they don't pay any attention. Free throws missed. 3 minutes in. An 8-point lead for the gals in blue. Good defense again, a deflection. A forced heave at the end of the shot clock will sail out of bounds. And as we've hit our first TV timeout, it's all Slovenia early. Now, if you told me before this the Slovenian women would be any good, I wouldn't have believed you probably. I have not much info on this squad, but they have looked frisky. As Friskovic and Lisec lead the way yet again. 6 points out of 8. Wait, but they have 10. I don't think these scores are counting up to what they're supposed to, but anyway. Slovenia has been all that and more early as they want to get into that 2-0 winner's circle. The big matchup with Hungary left for them, of course. Down screen action now. Lob into Lisek with the footwork. It drops. they just continue to pour it on. Slovakia in search of answers. That is out of bounds. Inside action, righty hook, whistle on the play. That is the fourth on Slovenia. Free throw line might help Slovakia here. Still a lot of time left in this game, but they have need to find scoring somehow. Kozakova now. Free throw drain. Two-piece up, off the mark. Not finished inside, another miss. As Slovakia's struggles continue. Kick down to the block, no good. Somehow the rebound ends up out of bounds. Slovenia can't squeeze it. And it's Lisek telling the group to just slow down and calm down a little bit. Pace of the game's been good and in their favor, but they've been sped up over the last few possessions. Slovakia, midi, nah. Lisek is fouled. And Slovakia only add to it here with a sixth foul. They are in foul trouble to boot, outside of not being able to score. Next offensive foul on them will mean a couple of free throws going the Slovenians' way. It's been their game so far. Man, that is deeper than the Postojna caves. Two-piece up and down, Slovenia. I know there's some Slovenian people listening out there thinking, how does he even know about those caves? I've been there. I like Slovenia. Pass is broken up, out of bounds. Leaves 6 seconds on the shot clock for Slovenia to work with. They swing it behind the screen, down into the paint. Lisek again. Oh, defense sturdy. 7th foul on Slovakia. But Pliskova can't get the free throw down. He'll get a second attempt. Second one's good. Slovenia on a race to 21 as Gasparinova races to the rack. Pliskova steps back, two-piece. That is drained. Man, this Slovenia team's built tougher than Prjanski Grad. They have picked up a gigantic lead. Everything's working. Kick out. Long one, no. Pick and pop for Slovakia. Even that, an open look, not go down. Look at your top scorers in this one. It's been Friskovic and Lisek leading the way for Slovenia as they come out and have really, really poured it on here. Combination between inside scoring and outside touch. Their defense has been extremely sturdy, and they are getting the job done in this women's Pool B matchup. Looking to move to 2-0. That goes. But Slovakia's going to need a lot more than that if they want to climb back into this game. It is a one-sided affair. Step back. Well, late shot clock runner. Won't go. Gasparinova, finally a clean look. Rebound is picked up and finished off by Krislova. Under 3 to go, but Slovenia are only a couple of points away from the 21-point mark, and no one is stopping Eva Lisek right now. All that size in the paint. Nothing you can do about it. Another score for Slovakia. 11 points down, and then they do that. A shoving foul will put Svjanovic on the stripe for a couple of easy looks. Slovakia had 9 fouls now. Next one will mean 2 free throws as well as possession to Slovenia. We might not even get there, though, as this could get the game to 20 points on the Slovenian side. Dina Svjanovic. First one down, second one good as well. One away from game is Slovenia. Gasparinova shares it. Kozakova can't do it. Gasparinova with the board. She'll scoop in the shot. Never mind. There's a foul on the play, which I believe is the 7th on Slovenia. There's one thing you can harp them on in this game. It's the fact that they've been a little bit too handsy. Espranova will get the game at least to better looking state here. 20-9, still not that good, but it at least gives them a little bit of hope. Never mind. Never mind. It's Slovenia who pick up their second dub and go 2-0 to start pool play. It's the combination of Zala Friskovic and Eva Lisek on offense. All four ladies chipped in on defense and kept Slovakia to only 9 points. Slovenia reigns supreme, and they are looking sharp in their quest to get to the Europe Cup. Game ended early, so as you've now grown accustomed to, we'll get a couple minutes here. It's Slovakia and Portugal on the men's side of things. That'll kick off in 6 minutes. So stay around as we continue the action here from Košice. It is win or go home time for Slovakia. Back to the wall. They got a game against Portugal. Whoever wins continues their quest for the Europe Cup. Whoever loses is left on the outside. Both teams lost to Switzerland. Both teams didn't score too many points. Portugal struggled to get any consistent action on offense, actually. As they could not find what worked against the tight Swiss defense. I'd probably say the same thing about Slovakia. Played a little bit more together, I'd say. They had a screening game and weren't all one-on-one. But that doesn't matter. When it comes to the matchup like this is a 10-minute sprint to continue or be left on the outside looking in. Portugal here with Moreira, Borges, Grosso, and Ferreira da Silva. Slovakia in the white with Lutmerding, Krebes, Kincha, and Durečko. Here we go. Big bucket right away. Kinchel with all that size to the basket. Oh, but Pereira made him slip. Scoop. The dupe is up and in. What a start to the game. Pereira slithery to the rack. He'll take a seat, but man, that was good action. Oh no, that wasn't good action. Lutmerding from the corner. He'll track his own rebound down again. They cannot get it down to Kinsel. Couple of turnovers on both teams. High post look now for Slovakia. Lutmerding, who showed out in the first game, he'll get it going underneath the basket. It's the Silva, no. Moreira cleans it up. 2-2 game. Oh, watch out. Watch out. That is snatched out of midair. Lutmerding, no. Man, I'll say this. Danilo Borges Pereira has had his fingerprints all over the early game here with a slithery move and a sick block. Grosso in the high post, looking to operate, squeezes a pass through. Kinsel's got his hands on it. Man down. Two-piece not, though. Grosso with a gross Euro step, left to right action. The ball still offline. It is cleaned up by Kinsel underneath the basket. Pereira making him dance again. but no make. Pereira put Kinsel in salsa class, but forgot to make the layup. Luke Merding sees that slip out of his hands. Possession back over to Portugal. Again, oh no, take that elsewhere. Pereira takes over. On the move, crosses, midi, pull up, pop, stop, and go. Ludmerding, that looked like it was online, and it does. 5-5 game, entertaining contest here early. Later on the move. And that, can't have them all. First TV timeout, 5-5 game. Both teams have gotten to their action. Portugal's seen a good version of Danilo Borges Pereira. Pereira with 2 points as well. Ludmerding, they won the lead away for Slovakia. High post action with Kinsel. Most sizable player on the court. He'll share it. Ludmerding lines one up. Knocks down his second two-piece. Grosso blocked. Ludmerding, no one home. He's fouled. The point counts as well. Bully ball for Lukas Ludmerding. 21 years of age, but he's come in here with a grown man's game. He's got almost all the points for Slovakia. You can just add to it here from the stripe. Bricks it. And up action for Slovakia. Midi pull-up. No. Grosso with the board. Down. And tied up. Silva hangs and hits. Portugal is almost all one-on-one. They've done a good job so far putting pressure on the rim. Ludmerding shall not be stopped by only himself. My goodness. That was a clear score waiting to happen. What was that? I don't know about that pass. Manning gets it back. He's got a couple of twos. Wants a third one. No. Incel's open in the paint, and he's fouled. Something Slovakia could turn to is the size of Samuel Kincel. He's 2 meters and 7 centimeters tall. 25-year-old. Not gotten him in position much yet. He turns it over here. The fake and a big boom. Ding, trying to turn the corner behind the back. Somehow squeezes that through. What wizardry was that? Silva trying to make him dance, fading away to one-legged runner. No, Grosso kicks it down into the paint. And Moreira finishes it up. Both teams are scrapping in this phase of the game. A second foul on Slovakia. Portugal was already at 5 fouls. They'll get Grosso a quick breather. Operating for the corner, a step back, great separation. And there's an attempt from 2 for the Slovakians. Tracked down. Grebes. Good box out. Da Silva, quick shot, no. Portugal trying to up the pace with quick shooting and quick drives. Have not managed many points in the last couple of minutes here. Krebes, a difficult look. FaceTime. One of those quick attempts from Da Silva. And now a foul to stop the clock from Slovakia, who must be gaseous at this point, trying to run with this Portuguese team. It's worked in their favor so far, as Portugal's missed a lot of contested looks early in the shot clock. Silva making him slip. Wow. Top of the key, Luke Merdy. Off the screen. He lobs it. Incel's open. Can't get it down. A lot of contact on the play. Now Joao's open. He's got a couple of points. With Merding. Quick cross, Luke Merding this time. Somehow. I don't know how he even saw the rim on that. Fully covered, and he still managed to get it down. Then he gets his teammates involved as well. Luke Merding with a good stretch here. Pereira, baseline, and a foul's whistle. Win or go home. These are your scores. It's been Luke Merding only for Slovakia. Portugal has come with a more balanced approach. Gotten a good game out of Joao Grosso. Borges got him going, but he's been quiet ever since. They have not been able to handle Lucas Luke Merding at all, however. The man's been cooking. I don't know Slovakian food, so I would give you a recipe, but I don't have it. (12-10) to score, under 3 minutes to go. Loser is done. Winner moves on and gets the play to get to the Europe Cup. Grosso steps back. Joe, wow. Ties the game up at 12. Oh, Wow, William Durecko with a big two-piece to answer. And Portugal turn it over. Sixth foul on the Portuguese. It's the pros and cons of playing helter-skelter 3x3 basketball. You get a couple of looks down and then you turn it over in a crucial moment of the game. Treves can't squeeze the trigger. He'll track his own rebound down. Treves, Hezi, steps back. Treves, nothing. Nothing at the end of all that. Grosso again past everybody with the big boom. Incel, difficult attempt, somehow contorts himself into a score. Portugal go back to Joao. Slovakia needed timeout. They're gassed. As is Portugal. Moreira seems to be in some discomfort holding his heel. Joao Grosso has come alive for Portugal in the last few minutes. He's been Joao. All right, I'll let myself out after that dad joke. Anyway, a tight contest nonetheless. Slovakia has gone away from Merding just a little bit. Try to see if other people with a scoring gun. Please want to look at this. Very good on that attempt. Milo was so good early, but he's not been able to get it going ever since. Looked like he was going to cruise in for a score, but instead it stopped, and Slovakia could go up by more than two here. Ludmerding separates, nothing. With the handoff, Ludmerding turns the corner. Off the glass, no. Silva, why not? Forces up that one. It ends up a Slovakian foul. He'll get a trip to the free throw strike. .71 seconds left on the clock. 1 point game. Merding's been quiet in the last few minutes. No call on that. Treves falling away. Russell has it. And then a whistle on the floor. Not sure what the whistle is for. I think it stops the clock. However, it'll get Portugal the possession. 9 on the shot clock. Joao. Pereira going left. Easy work. Tied at 15. Oh, Merding almost lost him. It's Kinsel. Kinsel stuck. Needs to shoot this one. Forced to heave. No, Portugal will get a stop. Under 30 ticks to go. Grosso shares it. Silva goes left. Silva hangs. No go. Not a lot of time left now. Slovakia will play the clock low. Get it to Ludmering, of course. He turns the corner. Big steps. Gets his own rebound. Fights her position. No. And it's a traveling violation. Traveling violation. Portugal hang on in a tied game. They get a stop. And there is a little time left on the clock. Slovakia's leading scorer slowed down significantly in the last couple of minutes. Could not get the shot to go down in that last possession. .9 left on the clock. Silva with the ball. He's got Kinsell in front of him. He has to heave up a shot. If it goes, Portugal will move on. Here we go. Silva. Nope. We'll go to overtime. Bonus basketball coming. Actually, with turnover, there might still be a little bit of time left on the clock for Slovakia to come with something. Referees are looking at this one closely. If there's any time left on the clock, it's not going to be much. .3 seconds is what's being put on the clock. I don't think that's going to be enough for a shot. He has to tip the ball in the direction of the basket and hope it goes in. .3 is not enough to get the ball up and shoot it in correct shooting motion. And that will not go. It is overtime. Bonus basketball coming. Win or go home, and it goes down to crunch. 15-15 between Slovakia and Portugal. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. Now, if you're not familiar with 3x3, at this point we turn the game clock off. Shot clock remains a factor. First team to 17 or more wins. Portugal will start with possession here. They get it to Joao, sidesteps, he's wide open. Grosso, no, can't get it. Ludmering has it. Hounded by Grosso, he steps back, separates, releases, no way. It's off the mark. Pereira, he'll drive in, yes. Portugal's up by one. Slovakia need a two-piece now. Get it back to their leading scorer, Ludmering. He's hounded on defense. It's poked out of bounds. Possession remains with Slovakia. 5 on the shot clock. Oh. The drama. Ludmering Ginso on the high post, 3 ticks to go. Shot is up and off the mark. Portugal only need a point. That is a good block. Ginso holds up under the basket using all that length. It's out of bounds. Portugal will retain. They'll have 5 seconds to do something. Silva steps through, scoops. Nuh-uh. Ludmerding, a traveling violation. Oh, no. Both teams with a couple of bad mistakes. Pereira now will get the rock. He's been cooking, going left. Pereira. He'll get it back here. Goes right. Pereira to the crib. That is it. Portugal move on. Danilo Borges Pereira gets the job done in OT. He scores both points for his squad. And Portugal survive. Slovakia are done. 15 Slovakia, 17 for the Portuguese men who will play on with hopes of the Europe Cup. What a game. Croatia could move to 2-0 with a win here. They picked up a 21-20 come from behind victory over Slovenia in their opening contest of the day. And got a great game out of Rokos Paseski, who picked up the last second shot there and dropped in the game winner. He's joined by Grgic, Vergoc, and Jakovic. And they'll face off with Georgia, a team that struggled in their first contest against Slovenia. Lost 22-13, heavily overfouled, way too physical for the Georgians. So they need a W here, and they need to keep Croatia down in points to force a 3-way tie. Very tall task for them. I think they have to win with, let me do some quick maths here. They need to win by 9 or more. And then they move on and knock out Croatia. So Georgia, they're left with a task maybe too tall. But they live in a country with tall mountains, so you never know. You never know if these guys could rise to the occasion. We saw some good things out of Nadiradze and Gogichashvili, as well as Tsartsidze and Gaprindashvili, actually. I didn't mind the team, but they were fouling too much. They didn't have any answers for Slovenia late in that game. Now they face off with a very seasoned Croatian squad with guys that have featured on the pro circuit a bunch over the last few seasons and have a very clear system that they can play in. Croatians don't shy away from physicality now. Paseski. Grgic it slipped through his hands. First score right away, Nadiradze. Paseski operating slowly. He does not get sped up. Up top, a fake, and eventually a foul. It is Chartsidze on the line. Croatian takeover, quick drive, baseline, Grgic. He's got the zoomies. Quick turnover. Jakovic, good hands. Grgic got it again. This time he'll attempt a two-piece. That is down as well. Big bucket for Fran Grgic. Good move inside, but it's thwarted. And then Spacevski from the corner. Problem with Croatia is that two ball can go very, very cold for them. I know they got one down already. And out of bounds on Georgia here. Croatia favored in this matchup. The more seasoned team as well. But again, with them, you always wonder if they can get the balance with twos and ones. So far, they got the balance with that man right there. Fran Grgic is pouring it on early. Spacevski kicks it down, but it's broken up. Couple of moves there. Good defense by Grgic. Last second heave. It's a high arcer. And it goes out of bounds off of Georgia. So the Croatians are clamping down on defense early. They're getting the offense flowing as well. Grgic lobs it. Vrgoc is open. Tries to clear out some space. Is pushed into the baseline. That'll be a foul. First on Georgia, who have kept a cleaner game than the first time they played, which is when they got into the double penalty with like 6-7 minutes to go. That wasn't good. Grgic crosses, running hook for Grgic. No, Spacevski. It's out. Who touched it? I think Croatia will retain possession. 2.8 on the shot clock. Spacevski says, take that elsewhere, Jakovic. I got it. Spacevski loses to Wilson. He didn't have that one. I'll be honest with you. Georgia's trying to get anything going here. Nadejadze takes the check. High post action here. And a handoff for Gaprinashvili. Fouled on the two-piece. Not a great foul. A couple of free throws coming up. Actually, never mind. That was a technical foul for flopping. It'll be Ivan Vrgoc on the line. And he'll pour another Croatian point in. Play broken up. Spacevski almost had it. It's out. There's Spacevski again, Sharon. He'll get it back. Spacevski. Two pieces off the mark. This is what I meant by Croatia sometimes going cold from two. These are talented guys. Again, they have a clear system and a great understanding of 3x3 basketball. But you need balance in a game like this, and for them especially, that two-piece from Spiseski becomes a crucial piece in games sometimes. And Spiseski, again, he's not a bad shooter per se. He can go cold, though. That one overshared. Jakovic takes over. Grgic, second two-piece. He will continue to hit. 8-1 Croatia. And they use a foul there to stop that score. Zorina Dziradze will go to the stripe. Can't finish off the play. Georgia's still at 1 point. Over 2 minutes into this game. Spiseski turns the corner. So crafty with that Wilson. Croatians do foul again. On the floor, but it is their sixth. 7.5 minutes to go is a lot of time to be in the bonus. Could mean a lot of things for Georgia late in this game. Fading away. No. And now the Georgians foul. Jakovic with a little bit of space to work with, keeps his position. We are nearing the point of no return for Georgia. As you remember, they got to win by 9 or more. They are now in a 9-point deficit, so it has to be all Georgia the rest of the way if they want to continue their quest to get into the Europe Cup. That will not help them. A 12-second violation will get everybody a quick breather, but it's been Croatia who's dominant early in this game. They got 6 out of Grgic, a couple of two pieces for him. And all Georgia has to show for the first 3 minutes of action is one score by Nadiradze. Not enough. Jakovic turns it over. Two-piece, no, turns into a pass. It's off the feet of one of the Georgian players. Grgic from range, no. I believe that rebounding foul will be assessed to Croatia. Yes, it is. So here's your chance, Georgia. What are you going to do with it? A couple of free throws and a chance to stop the clock. All they need is 20 points in a row, right? Gabrindashvili will get at least their second point on the board. Third one as well. Quick backdoor cut. Grgic, he's fouled on the take. And Grgic continues a stellar game. Ball screen action for Georgia now. Float game. Way off the mark. Grgic tries to get into the scoring circle with that two-piece. And he will not get it. Behind a back, crafty play, but oh no. That play belongs on a Monday reel. You know, it is Saturday right now. Spaseski hangs and hits with a leaner. That one will count. Sartsidze with a timely two-piece. Georgia will get it again. Into the paint. Over to Vergoch. So all of a sudden, there's some scores. Nadiradze this time. Spaseski. And then a whistle underneath. Sartsidze and Vergoch got tangled up. We do fifth on Georgia, who, if they want to continue their quest here, need to keep Croatia from scoring any points and get to 21. Grgic behind the screen. He'll drive. And a beautiful make by Fran. Croatia take over. Grgic can't get the two-piece down this time around. Georgia's on the move. Across back to the right. No way. Good hands. That Croatian defense is sturdy. Jakovic will get mauled underneath the basket. Free throws upcoming for Jakov. Baseline action. Good drive. Nadiradze gets to the rack, and then Spaseski sees it go out of bounds. And Croatia touched that last. Jakovic again with the takeover. He's gotten his team so many extra possessions. Those quick hands. Spaseski around the defense. He'll yam it. I don't think that'll count, though. It was a foul before that. An offensive foul, even. 8th on Croatia. No one home. Leave a message at the beat. As Sartsidze scores again. Oh, Grgic almost made him fall, but took the ball with him. Quick score. Georgia getting closer in this game all of a sudden. Grgic. 2-point stroke is dried up. Jakovic too rushed to get the score down. Possession with Croatia, though. Grgic moving behind the screen again. After those first two twos, he has not made one. Meanwhile, Georgia continues to attack the rack. They'll run into a 7th foul here. A clear court foul, though. Not a good one. Referee Malama signals the second TV timeout, and all of a sudden, a tight game. Croatia was up and let their foot off the gas. Grgic has slowed down his scoring. He's got 8 in a game. And the Georgians climb back in this one. 13-10. Balanced effort. Sartsidze and Nadiradze have led the way. 3 apiece. Jakovic with a couple of free throws here. Splits a pair, and Georgia take over. Košice behind the screen pulls up from Vish, but can't get it to go. His two-point stroke has been gone. That one is also left short. Both teams offline from two for now. Grgic will continue his rack attack. Georgia continues to get closer in this game. Košice. Grgic 2 feet behind the line like gym class, but again, that two ball has just disappeared for the Croatians. I won't say I told you so, but that has been the struggle for them in their journey, both as a national team and on the pro circuit. Big, strong take. Tartidze. Still a three-point game. Košice, no. Georgia's just leaving him open to shoot at this point. Good defense. So great a pass, however. Georgia will attempt a shot at the basket again. They get a rebound and they finish it up. Tartidze again. 2-point game. Now they're making me grab the standings to see if Slovenia is in any danger. But I don't think they are. Georgia at least make this an interesting contest despite virtually being done. They get Jakovic a couple of attempts at the free throw line, but Jakovic struggled with his free throws. Made 1 out of 4 attempts so far. Make that 2 out of 5. Croatia 2 away from game. To go up 2-0 here. Košice and a technical foul assessed for flopping. Well. That one's drained. 20-16 to score. Croatia are 1 away from that 21-point mark. And they get the job done right there. Grgic slides to the rack. And Croatia will go 2-0 here in their campaign to get to the Europe Cup. A win over Georgia that made it an interesting game late, but couldn't quite muster up enough offense and couldn't stop the Croatians at all. (21-16) your final score. Good game by Grgic. We have a short break before we continue play with Croatia and Finland on the women's side. Stick and stay right here. Miletic, Pavic, Grizel, and Cvitkovic will come in for Croatia with a 1-0 record, looking to go 2-0. Finland, I think they're looking to retool a little bit after that loss to Italy 21-9. Left them with not much options on offense in their first ever venture in 3x3. It's Ayanen, Arejoki, Kausma, and Pekkonen. Kausma led the way with 3. But Finland struggled against Italy for most of the contest. Couldn't get anything going. And now they face off a Croatian team that did pretty well for themselves. A 1-point victory for them to move them to 1-0. And they look to continue that trend. Again, top 2 teams in the women's pools move into a knockout game with the Europe Cup on the line. Italy already atop Pool A with a 2-0 record. Croatia trying to join them. Portugal is at 2-1. Turkey at 0-2. Sorry, Portugal at 1-1. Turkey at 0-2, and Finland again 0-1 could make things interesting with a win here, which would potentially force a bunch of 3-way ties. Here we go. Finland will have the rock here. Midi pull up off the glass and good. Okay. I see you. Good start, Kaisma. Finland get it back here. Kaisma again on the move, hangs, but is thwarted at the rim. Whistle on the floor as a foul's called in the paint. High post action for Croatia. Handoff and a screen. Back into the paint, which is where this sizable Croatian squad likes to work. But you know what? Finland didn't clear it. They took over, but they never established position outside the 2-point arc. It'll be a turnover. At least a more feisty start from the Finland ladies. I don't mind it. Just got to pay attention to the rules. And now they have to deal with all that. Croatia, a gigantic team. And all that size in the paint is going to be a struggle for the Finnish ladies. Miletic has it. Grizelia drops a pass down low. And that will be a shot clock violation on Croatia. Ayanen takes to the bench for the Finns, who have the rock here. And a high post play. They hand it off. It's tied up. That's as good as a steal for Croatia. Look at that. Quick hands by Miletic. Croatia looking to get into their first ever Europe Cup. Dump down pass. Grizelia saves it in bounds. A kick out. High arcing 2-piece. Pavic no good. Game stuck at 1-1 right now. Quick cross. Moving behind the screen. Difficult layup right there. It is down. Pekkonen with a strong take. Croatia trying to work the angles of that ball screen. Grizelia says, I got this. It's foul on the take. pass for Grizelli at the strike. Finland holding on to that 1-point lead. They lob it into the paint. There's a foul called on that play as well. First on Croatia, as Ajanen had position. He's the one lady on Finland that can match all this Croatian size. Ajanen has it top of the key. Try to work it into the high post. It ends up a turnover. Out of bounds off of a Finnish leg. Two balls off the mark. Rebound Pavic. Kick out. Sidestep two-piece this time around. It's still no good. More pace to the game from Finland this time around. Kaisma, no. Ajanen thwarted. Stifled at the rim. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Miletic now past. Ajanen stops on a dime off the glass. Good on that layup attempt. And Finland throw the ball away again. Finnish ladies, again, not a lot of experience. They've been met with a lot of physicality, especially in this game against Croatia and the size that they possess. A lot of unforced and maybe forced errors. Lob pass in the paint. Pavic, no. Good connection, but the scores for Croatia aren't exactly pouring in. Ajanen, dump down pass. Clear out some space. Adeyoki. And now a smart foul on Finland. As Pekonen got caught out of position on a taller player, they stopped the clock. It's TV timeout time with Finland holding a 1-point lead. Good game from them so far. Outside of the turnovers, that is. Croatia only have Miletic going, and that is it. Kick out action. Grizelli pick and pop. Vitkovic on the move, stuck on the baseline, nothing there. And that'll be a 12-second violation, and Croatia has struggled to put some points up, as has Finland, but Finland's up the physicality in the game. Credit to them. Moved around the perimeter. Swing back. Kaisma. Clear look, no go, and then a foul in the rebound. Adeyoki was sent to the floor. Will be the second foul on Croatia. Adeyoki this time shares it. Kaisma pops. And that one no good. Offensive rebound, though. Adeyoki past the defense, but tripped up on the play. Grizelli operating the screening game. Pick and pop. Pavic no good. Croatia have used a lot of their size to pop to the perimeter and get open twos, but not been able to get him to go down. Finland, meanwhile, continue to score in the paint. What's this, reversal world? The upside down? The shorter team is playing inside. The taller team is shooting twos. Credit to Finland, though, for being so physical that it matters. Kaisa Kausma with the fourth Finland point here. In an extremely low-scoring affair. I'll be frank with you. We're 4.5 minutes in. It's 6 points and 6 fouls so far. Color me intrigued, though. Miletic, the only one to score for Croatia so far. Miletic on the move. And that is met with stout defense again. Turnover after a traveling violation. Almost a turnover. It's saved. And then a traveling violation on Finland. And somebody please find the offense. It's on a milk carton somewhere. Missing. Ball pass down into the paint, but now Croatia can't get their size to play out to their advantage. Vitkovic sees that slip out of her fingers. Guess it was touched, so it'll leave Croatia with 2.5 on the shot clock. This game has been slower than molasses, which I think plays in Finland's favor. That is exactly what they need, as they haven't been able to score much. And this Finnish defense has been tougher to digest than licorice. I think that's a snack out there in Finland, isn't it? Anyway, credit to them. They're up 2 points. Marioki covering a lot of ground on that take. Loses to Wilson. Miletic for Croatia finally gets a clean look. That is a score to end the drought. Kausma. Kausma, two-piece from Rovaniemi. In and out dribble. Gazzelli somehow ends up on the floor. No whistle on the play. It'll be a turnover. Finland have the rock. They're up 3. Every score at this point matters, as neither team has been able to find many of them. Turnover. Kick down. Miletic, big bucket. She's got all 4 for Croatia. Did you get some help? Going in. Difficult take, but a make nonetheless. Miletic kicks it. Sidestep. Deep one. Croatia have been very much pulled out of their game plan by the stout defense by Finland. They went inside in their first game often and continuously. But Svitkovic has not scored a point. Miletic has got all 4. Pavic quiet as well. Kausma on Finland's doing most of the damage. They've gotten something out of Arioki and Pekon, and their size, Ajanen, also not doing much. A slow grind of a game. These ones often come down to a short stretch where the momentum falls one way. But it's all played in Finland's favor so far. They're looking to get in the winning column. Blue will get the rock. Peikonen. Try to get it into the paint. Well defended though. Ajanen almost loses it. Never mind, it's Arioki. Arioki baseline, throws it in reverse. A bump and a bucket. Speaking of gaining momentum, that might help. Wait a minute. Never mind. Score doesn't count. Just a foul on the floor. Arioki, unsportsmanlike foul and a score. A gigantic play here for Finland. My goodness. Arioki spun free, made the layup, and as a player broken through to the basket, if you get fouled from behind, which is exactly what happened, that'll be an unsportsmanlike. Bucket counts, an unsportsmanlike foul. You can see the signals there. And that means we'll get 2 free throws, and Croatia will get hit with a couple of fouls. This might be the play that shifts the entire game. Finland could go up to 10 points here. Big free throws for Arioki, the 22-year-old. She'll knock it down. As you see, Croatia's foul count now up to 6, and sportsmanlike's count for 2. So that'll go double. Grizel. 3 minutes to go. Croatia, nuh-uh. A little bit of time taken off the clock. Finland holding on to that 6-point lead still. Down low, into the paint. Ajanen, there's a whistle on the play. I believe that's 3 back to the basket. Can't dribble with your back to the basket for more than 3 seconds. It'll end up Croatia ball. Croatia has not been able to do anything outside of Miletic scoring. She's got all 4. Grizelia has had her hands on the Wilson a bunch. This time sneaks past the defense, misses the layup, but a foul is called. 5th on Finland, a free throw coming up for Gabriela Grizelia. 24-year-old. A chance to get Croatia at least something here. That counts. Peikonen down to the body shop. There's Ajanen setting up in the paint. Great move, quick finish. Miletic, nothing there. Grizelia has to do the work again. Down to Miletic. All of a sudden, Croatia's finding some offense as well. Pick and roll combinations starting to work. 2:30 left in this one. Kuzma has to force this one up. Hits the rim. Rebound Croatia. They dump it down into the paint. And Miletic clears some space and scores. Croatia are all of a sudden gaining some momentum here. Ajanen wanted that one. Pulls up from the mid-range. There's Miletic again. Good catch. Good finish. So both teams trading buckets all of a sudden. Beikonen. They get it back down to Ajanen. Ajanen. Up fake. No good on the make. Two possession contest, a minute 30. Grizelje. There's a whistle. That's the 6th on Finland, and again a free throw coming up. Crucial free throw, I'd say, for Gabriela Grizelje in a 4-point low-scoring affair. Strong take by her, timeout called to get some oxygen. But Croatia have come alive here in the last 2 minutes. Finland's have scored enough to stay ahead by 4. It's all Miletic for Croatia. Grizelje's got a free throw down. Miletic has got all other points. Arioki and Kuzma both at 4. Kuzma has had a quiet second half of this game for Finland. First ever venture into 3x3 for the Finns. Croatia has tried a couple times, but have not managed to get to the Europe Cup at all. A second win for them would at least make them not assured of the knockout rounds, but it would go a long way. A loss here would force a lot of odd scenarios in a 5-team pool. Grizelje, clutch free throw down. 3-point game as a result. Beikonen on the drive, kicks it. Kuzma past the defense, lays, chip. Every time Croatia gets closer, it seems Finland has an answer. This time around, it's Grizelje straight up missing a layup with no one near her, and then the ball's tied up. I believe that will be Croatia possession as Finland had control of the Wilson. Never mind. Apparently they did not. So Finland will have it with 66 seconds left. Kuzma. Didn't want to take that drive. It's Ajanen from range. Nuh-uh. Croatia needs some scores here, and quickly. They get it down into the paint. There's a bucket. Svitkovic holds her ground well. Finland swing it. A cut into the paint. Ajanen, never mind, that was Arioki with that bucket. Every time Croatia does anything, Finland seem to have an answer. This time they answer, however, with a foul in the rebound. 7th on Finland. That'll be 2 free throws for Croatia at a crucial moment in this game. Just over 30 seconds to go. Croatia could pull within 2 on a couple of makes here. Miletic finally found some help. Grizelje and Svitkovic with a couple of points here to make this an interesting game. Arioki's been all that for Finland. Kuzma also dropping in 5. This contest has picked up a lot of steam in the last half of play. First half was barren of scores. Now at least we get some buckets. Adriana Svitkovic, the 32-year-old, tallest player on the court, with a couple of attempts here. First one's down, could make it a 1-possession game with the next make. That one also goes. 14-12. Finland have found answers for every Croatian score so far. Can they do it again? Can they stave off defeat for a first ever 3x3 win? Got to give them credit regardless for the quick adjustment after that beat down by Italy. But I'm sure they would like a W. Beikonen into the paint. Cutting off ball is Beikonen. Beautiful play design. And Finland back up 3. I told you they found an answer every single time. 20 seconds on the clock. Croatia need a score. They get it into they get it into a turnover. That's a 12-second violation. disjointed offensive possession there by the Croatians, and it'll be Finland that get possession here. Not a lot of time left on the clock. What is Croatia going to do? They're going to let him dribble it out, apparently. 8 seconds to go. Arejoki stifled at the rim. Ball into the paint. It goes sailing, and that is all she wrote. Finland hold on for a first ever 3x3 win for the national team. Big performance from them. 15-12, your final score over Croatia in a tight one. A struggle of a game, but it went the Finnish way.